on to you, Capricorn. So you have the Judgment, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So these three cards right here for you, Capricorns, are very much so about how a lot of you are freeing yourselves from, I mean, this pretty much looks a lot like the Aquarius video, but this is about how a lot of you Capricorns are freeing yourselves from kind of the games that, you know, people are kind of playing, you know, people that try to waste your time. The Three of Cups tried to waste your time, right? You were out here trying to, some of you may have been trying to play the field, getting to the person that may end up being special for you, but it just turned out to be, I ain't gonna say that it turned out to be trash, but you've learned that you could still play the field and people will waste your time. And the answer to that is yes, of course. You know, as long as you don't lose your cool and start spazzing out and start thinking that, you know, you're going to go off the rails with it and start having the mentality of, well, what is it for, right? What it's for is you Capricorns are supposed to essentially play the field to get to know one person, like it is that I said, to get to know one person that's fit, a good or very good or well fit for you. And a lot of you Capricorns are kind of done with the merry-go-round. And says the Knight of Cups, you're ready to give yourself to one person. You don't need, and that's kind of how it is that a lot of people are nowadays anyway, because even if given a scenario where a person can have multiple partners, and if it's still okay with the significant other, most people wouldn't want to be in that in the first place. Like, most people are saying that that's what it is that they want, but it's really a lie, because show and prove, all of that is extra responsibility. And you Capricorns already know this. So a lot of you Capricorns are thinking to yourselves, maybe you should date one at a time. But the Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords represents disarray. It represents how a lot of you Capricorns don't necessarily know for sure if you're going to stop dating or you don't know whether or not you're going to stop playing the field or if you're going to be one person at a time, is what it is that I was trying to say. But I was trying to get it out in a way where it would make sense, right? Not stop dating. You're going to continue to date, but you don't know, you're unsure about if you're going to date multiple people or one person at a time. And the Four of Swords represent how it is that ultimately it really is your decision on whatever it is that you want to do, because being honest is really the best policy if you want to play the field successfully. It's honesty, right? Some people will be down with it. Some people will not be down with it. But most people are down with it anyway. The majority of people are down with it as long as you're honest, like, hey, you know, you can kind of do your own thing as far as not necessarily smash, but I'm letting you know right now that I'm still dating multiple people, right? The Ace of Cups and the Ten of Swords represent how, so you realize that the problem that you Capricorns are having, to be more straightforward with this, is that you Capricorns are having a problem with understanding what it is that you need to do. You are offering a relationship, my dear Capricorns, to a broken individual. So that's where your problem is. You're offering a relationship to a broken individual. Says the Ace of Cups, says the Ten of Swords. Here you are offering love, and here they are with all these metaphorical swords in their back, in the sense that they have their own internalized baggage that they have to deal with. So a lot of you Capricorns very much so have to break karma, right? Because Capricorn represents karma anyway. In other words, Capricorn represents the cycles that you get yourself into that you need to change. You need to change cycles. What I mean when I say cycles, routines. You need to change routines and to also incorporate things into that routine that fit you well as continuing to spice it up and make it unpredictable. So right now, a lot of you Capricorns, to be honest, y'all are in a routine right now of cycles, right? You're in a cycle, i.e. a routine, right? Same thing, where you are entertaining people who ultimately, unfortunately, who are losers. So the justice now represents how, so you're not really doing yourself a favor is what the justice is saying. You're not doing yourself a favor. The situation that you Capricorns got going on is that you have to change your circumstance, right? Like, what exactly are you trying to achieve when it comes to the way that you interact with other people? Are you looking to engage with people from a perspective of long-term relationships? A lot of you probably are. If that's the case, if that's what it is that you're looking for, then you Capricorns have to understand that you're not going to you can't deal with someone who is dysfunctional like this and expect a functional relationship. So what do? What you do is, right, because I'm going to give you the answer, is this. What does that mean? Okay, well, the Seven of Cups. I'm skipping over the Two of Cups deliberately so I can deliver this. The Seven of Cups. Date multiple people, or one person at a time, but date as many people as you need to. I'm doing the cry. But date as multiple people as you need, or one person at a time. Date whatever is your dating style, right? Until you find a person that is a good fit. Two of Cups. How do you know it's a good fit? You Capricorns know it's a good fit because you know it's a good fit. Oh man, blank. You know it's a good fit because the person is already in a position, okay, where they're already walking the path of being a decent person. See, the problem that a lot of you Capricorns are having, which is why some of you are unsuccessful or why you're having some bit of trouble, is because when you associate yourself with some people, you are disregarding the problems that they have. And what I mean by that is, are they already on their path? Do they have things that they are cooking up that they're gonna put themselves in a better position in life? And I'm not just talking about financially. Yes, financially is a part of it, but spiritually, right? Getting in touch with their ethics, their health, what kind of position they're in. How you can determine between if a person is, or I should say one of the ways on how you can determine if a person is a good match for you, Capricorn, is for you to understand if a person between yourself and this other person, right, is a good match in the sense that, are they already on the path towards being a more decent person? Are they ready to humble themselves down to be in a functional relationship in the first place? The problem that a lot of people have is that they're not ready. When people say that they're on that path, we exclusively talk about finances and clout, attention, right? Celebrity, people trying to entice, trying to look like they have a good life in order to get people to be nosy as to what it is that they've got going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say here is that you Capricorns have to understand that when you associate with the person, you have to pay attention to see if they're a decent person in the first place, and if they are a good match personally, right? One to one. Are they a good influence? Or are they an individual that doesn't have a whole lot going on? And then as you're talking to them, you get to know how lazy they are. And then now you're in a situation now where you end up messing around with a goofy individual. Let's clarify the Two of Cups. Four of Swords, Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Judgment. So what I'm seeing here for you is the Four of Swords and the Page of Wands to clarify the Two of Cups. So these two cards right here for you, Capricorn, speaks to how if you're looking for the celebrity of it, play the game, right? Be dysfunctional. Ethics needs to be messed up. Treat people like trash without putting your hands on them, right? But if you're not playing the game, don't fall into the games that other people want you to play along with them. The Page of Wands and the Page of Swords, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to try to get you aggravated, get you on your nerves. Sometimes you Capricorns' patience can run thin. Don't let your patience run thin, because you will end up stooping yourself low to interact with people who are quite dysfunctional. So the Nine of Swords and the Judgment is all about how, so what you need to do is, you Capricorns, need to understand that they're doing that because they're in the game, they're playing the game, and for you not to give them what they want, okay? So overall, a lot of you Capricorns are on the right track because y'all know a little bit more about what y'all don't want. And what you don't want is, you know that there's something wrong with a lot of the people that you interact with, but you Capricorns just needed a little bit of help to understand what to look out for. You need to be with a person that's already on the verge or walking the path of accomplishing their dreams. That's what it is that you need to do. A lot of times where a lot of people end up messing up is they talk so much about how they don't want to be with struggle love, but this is where a lot of people end up being stupid, because they sent that's when someone says that they don't want struggle love, they don't want to go through a person on the up and up. It goes to show you how stupid it is, because number one, when they do that, it shows that number one, they are lacking a lot of value themselves, right? They're lacking work ethic. They don't want to work for anything. They don't. Number two, what it shows here is that that's one of the ways to see if a person is honest and real about you in the first place. So how are you going to know if a person is real if they are not, if you are on the come up and they don't want to mess with you as you are coming up, right? Same thing when it comes to getting to know somebody else. Stay away from anybody who isn't trying to do something for themselves. And it's not a matter of being a vagrant. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you getting to know somebody, and then they're putting on the front at first, and then they talking a big game. But like it is, I said before, listen to what they say and watch what they do to see if they match. Then they're not really doing anything. They're saying that they want and they want and they want and they want this and they want that, and they want the sky, and they want all the space rocks that they can get, but then they're not doing anything to actually get it. That's how you know. So that's pretty much it. Peace.